to start to come into your comfortable, restful position. I want you to feel your body settling down into the mat. I want you to feel your mind starting to clear. So all those things that are running around in your head, sweep them to the side. They'll still be there afterwards. We can come back to them then. But you're going to give yourself permission to not have anything running around your head for the next hour. You're going to give yourself permission to just focus on you, on your mind, on your breath, and on your body. And so as you feel yourself just gently settling down into the mat, I want you to just notice how your body feels today. So notice how all the points touching the mat feel. Notice how your shoulders feel, pulling backwards with gravity towards the mat. Notice how the back of your head feels, just gently resting on the floor. And your feet can either just flop out to the side. If this isn't comfortable for your back, you can have your knees bent, feet flat on the floor. And I want you to feel yourself starting to let go. So we're going to scan over ourselves. We come up from the crown of the head, all the way down, over our forehead. Our eyes are gently closed. We're not squeezing them shut. And then we come down over our cheeks, our nostrils, our upper lip, our lower lip. You can even have your lips slightly parted, so there is no tension at all in the jaw. And then travel down the neck. Make sure you're not hunching at all. Really feel those shoulders pulling back and down away from your ears. And you're lying evenly from left to right, from top to bottom, as you gently just come down your spine. Feeling your bottom resting on the mat, your hips just opening to wherever is comfortable. Softness in the knees, no tension in the thighs. Calves resting down and feet just flopped open to the side. To keep your mind clear, we're going to follow our breath. So we're just going to notice our natural breath to begin with. So bring your awareness to the air coming in through both of your nostrils like two streams. It then travels down your nasal passages into your lungs, and then as you exhale, you're just softly, naturally exhaling. So you're not even breathing, you're just witnessing how your body is breathing for you. And as you gently just notice this breath coming in, breath coming out movement, I want you to think of it like a wave. So it's like waves were ebbing into a shore, and then waves gently ebbing away. And I want you to just count these breaths, just these natural breaths. So as you gently inhale, it's 1. As you gently exhale, it's 2. And you're just going to carry on doing that, just breathing in, breathing out, not controlling it, just noticing it, counting the waves, and just noticing the lovely, smooth, fluid movement of your breath. And remember, as we're breathing in energy from all around us. And as we exhale, we allow ourselves to let go. And we can let go of tension, we can let go of thoughts, let go of things that no longer serve us. Lovely. Now whatever number you got to with the breathing, it doesn't matter. We're just going to let go of that count at the moment. And now we're going to start to lengthen our breath. So I want you to take a deep breath in, really expanding that belly, drawing that breath all the way up through the chest, rising on the collarbones, and then you exhale through the nose and everything comes down. The chest comes down, the ribs close up, the belly comes down. Long, slow breath in, drawing in all that energy, feeling your body filling all the way up to the collarbone. And then as you exhale, you allow everything to soften, everything to come out, taking away all that tension. Long, slow breath in. Do it at the length of your breath. And as you exhale, just feel everything release and soften and surrender. Nice deep breath in. Exhale everything out. Lovely. On your next exhale, we're going to gently open your eyes, taking them up towards the ceiling. You're going to bend your knees and have your feet flat on the floor and just have your heels in line with your hips. Just notice how your spine feels different as you lie on your side, as you lie on your back, sorry. Notice how the hips feel on each side. And then very gently, I want you to lift one knee and then the other in towards you. So you're going to hug your knees in towards your chest. Place a hand on the bottom of each knee. Gently pull that in, and as you do that, just feel that lower back press down into the mat. And then gently just rock your knees from side to side a little bit. Give yourself a little bit of a self-massage. Just gently going side to side. Lovely, hold it here. Take a deep breath in, pulling the knees into the chest, and exhale. Good, we're just going to lift up that head for one breath. So as we breathe in, just lift your forehead up as if you were going to touch it on your knees. And then as you exhale, gently lower those shoulders back down again. I want you to place your right foot on the floor and just take your left leg up towards the ceiling. Straighten all the way up through the back of that leg. And I want you to push that heel all the way up, keeping the leg as straight as possible. So I'd rather your leg was further away and straight than coming in and the knee bending. And just take hold of each side of your thigh, just gently to support it. And as you're breathing in, imagine that you're breathing all the way from that hip all the way up to the heel. If your leg is shaking around or bobbing a little bit, just gently move it away, ease it off. Good, and again, nice deep breath in all the way from the hip to the heel. And then exhale. Lovely. You're going to gently rotate round through that ankle, just circling round through the foot. And then you're going to take it back round in the other direction. Lovely. Hold it still. Point both of your toes, all of your toes up towards the ceiling. And then exhale and relax that whole leg down to the floor. Same on the other side. You're just going to lift that leg in and then straighten it up. Just find a way you can hold the leg the straightest, flexing the foot, pushing away with the heel. Taking a nice long breath in here. And exhale. Good, and again, really lengthening all the way through that leg, just gently supporting it but not putting any strain on your neck, your shoulders. Good, and then rotate round through that ankle, just circling round, getting our circulation going all the way up to our toes. Take those circles back round in the other direction. Lovely, take a deep breath in, push your toes up towards the ceiling. And then exhale and relax them off. We're going to gently roll that down. Okay, I want you to take your heels as wide as the mat and just let your knees fall into the centre. Again, let your hips just find their new position. And then we're just going to windscreen wipe our knees from side to side. So our heels are off, our toes are in, we're a little bit pigeon-toed. And then we gently take both of our knees over to the right and then gently just take them over to the left. So you're just rolling through the hips. Now as you do this, your shoulders stay down, your back stays down, but you might find that you want a little bit more of a stretch. So you can do it where when you're bringing that knee in towards the centre, your hip lifts up slightly on that side. If that doesn't feel comfortable this earlier on, just gently go side to side, keeping both of your hips down, both your bum cheeks down. So gently taking both knees over to one side, and then both knees over to the other. Whatever feels right for you, it doesn't have to be a big movement. Lovely, we're going to bring that up to the centre, hold it here, take a nice long slow breath in, and exhale. Lovely, you're going to gently walk your feet together and you're going to place the edges of your feet together. We're going to open both of our knees out to the side and bringing the bottom of our feet together. Now if you have any issues with your lower back, or if this feels uncomfortable, take your feet further away from you. If you want to increase the stretch and feel it more on your inner thighs, you can bring the heels closer in towards the centre of your pelvis. But just find where it feels nice. This is a nice restorative pose. It's a relaxing pose. Gravity is just gently helping your hips open out to the side, but make sure your lower back isn't arching unnaturally to allow your legs to fall over.
Sorry.
It's alright. Take a nice long breath in here. So we keep with the long slow breaths all the way through. All of your awareness on how your body feels, how your breath feels, and keeping your mind nice and clear. Now make sure you're not gripping onto anything in your thighs or your bum cheeks. Allow your legs to fully surrender, to completely give in as they let go. Good, nice long breath in here, and exhale. Lovely. You're going to gently place a hand on each thigh, push those up towards the centre, and then you're going to gently roll over onto your side, facing me. So, you can have your head down if that's more comfortable, or you can have your head on your hand. But your elbow, let's take the clothes off. Your elbow, your shoulder, your hips, your knees and your ankle are all going to start off in a nice straight line. So what I don't want your elbow in front, we have elbow, shoulder, hips, knees and ankle, okay? Good, and then from here we're going to go at 90 degrees from the hips. So I'm going to bring my knees in and then just have the lower part of my legs down, keeping the edges of the feet together. So I've got a straight line, right angle, right angle. Okay, now engage your core, so feel your body pressing down, feel your elbow lengthening away, and like I said, you can have your head down if that's more comfortable. You're going to keep the edges of your feet together, but we're going to open out in the top leg, so it's going to work around the outer side of your hip. So all we're going to do is inhale, and as we inhale, we open out, and then as we exhale, we gently come down. But as you do it as well, I want you to focus on your core. So you inhale, engage the core, and we don't want to lean back. So nothing else is moving. So I'm not lifting up and coming backwards, I'm just squeezing in the leg. Doesn't have to be a big movement. So maybe just bend the lower part of your legs back a little bit more as you're really uncomfortable. Back the other way? Yeah, sorry, towards Claire. That's it. Is that okay? Feel all right in your knees? Good. Okay, so we inhale, we gently lift up. You'll feel it here. Exhale and gently come down. Rest of your body is nice and strong. Inhale, gently come up. Good. Exhale, gently come down. Now, keep that core nice and engaged as well as we come up. Wonderful. Exhale and down. So it's just the hip doing the work here. We're not rolling backwards at all. Core is holding the back strong. Good. I probably should have counted how many we did. Let's do another couple. Lovely. Using the breath. Nice deep breath in. We come up. Exhale and down. Lovely. Now from here, I want you to do the same movement, but this time our feet aren't going to stay together. So you're just going to open it like a book. You can have your hand in front for support if you want. So tuck in that belly, engage it nice and tight. And this time as I come up, I open all the way out. Squeeze at the top. Oh, that's my hip. Exhale and down. And again, so inhale, come all the way up, don't lean back. Good. Exhale and down. So it's like opening a book. Wonderful. Inhale, come all the way up. Anyone else got that burning sensation yet?
In the backside, yes.
If at any point it's too much, have a little rest. Good. We're going to do 2 more times. So gently with control. Inhale, open out. Just we're isolating that hip. Exhale and down. Let's do 1 more time. Inhale, come up. Exhale and down. Lovely. Give it a little rub if it burns a bit. Okay, from here, you're going to gently roll over onto your tummy. Now, I want you to have your hands underneath your chin, but I don't want your arms all the way up here. So bring your elbows back so they're more or less in line with your shoulders. Okay, and then from here, I want you to press down into the tops of both of your feet. Okay, and then you're going to push your pelvis down into the mat, push your thighs down into the mat. You're going to engage your core and squeeze your bum. All we're going to do from here is keep our lower body engaged as we press into our hands and just lift our chin up slightly. So as we lift up, we press into the hands and we lengthen through the front of the throat. Now, I'm engaging my core. I've got a little back bend going on, but because my legs are engaged, I'm protecting my lower spine. I do one more breath in here, and then I exhale and I gently lower. Good, let's do that again. So, don't let the heels fall out to the side, press into the tops of the feet, push the pelvis forwards, engage the core. I'm going to inhale and come up, and as you come up, lengthen those shoulders back and down away from your ears. Hold it at the top, core is engaged, glutes are engaged. Nice long breath in here, and then exhale and gently lower down. Good. Now keeping your chin just on your chest, I want you to bring your right heel in towards your bottom. Keep the knee down for a moment. Now, flex your foot. So really flex your foot so it's at a right angle. Okay. Now, push that heel in towards your bottom at the same time as squeezing your bum and pushing your hips down into the mat. Can you all feel a stretch going down the front of your thigh? Are you sure? Okay. Now, hold it here if you want. If you want to increase the stretch, you can reach back for your foot, hold onto your foot, and then push your foot back into your hand. Doesn't matter whether you can reach or not. If you don't want to, you just keep flexing that foot, flexing that heel in towards the bottom. Take a nice deep breath in here. Exhale and gently lower that down. Let everything relax, let everything flop. Take a nice deep breath in, expanding that belly, feeling it pressing into the floor, and exhaling everything out again. Good, let's do that same thing on the other leg. So line up both of your heels, press into the top of the feet. You're going to bend your left leg, drawing your heel in towards your bottom. Now squeeze your bottom, push your pelvis down into the floor, really flex that foot. So that's it, everything's at a right angle. You're pushing that heel towards your bottom, you're feeling that stretch down the front of the leg as you push your hips down into the mat. If you want to reach back, you can. Just make sure you're pulling your foot back into your hand and not into your bum cheek. If you can't reach, doesn't matter, just carry on flexing that foot, pulling it in. I'm sure you can still feel it. I know I can, whether I've got hold of the foot or not. Taking a nice long breath in here. And then exhale and gently allow that to come down. Good. You're going to place both of your hands in line with your chest and tuck your toes. You're going to gently push yourself up onto your knees. So just lifting up, we come all the way up, and we're just going to sit back in a little child's pose. So, that's it, keep one leg out there. So as we sit back, I'm going to let the tops of my feet go down on the floor. I'm going to stretch my arms out in front, pushing my bottom back towards my heels and lengthening all the way down through the spine. Good, take a nice long breath in here. And exhale. Lovely. I'm going to inhale, come forwards, and all I'm going to do is turn myself around on the mat so my head is at the other end. It's throwing you all, isn't it? I'm going to come down onto my side again. I've got to do the other clown leg, remember? So I'm going to line up my elbow, my shoulder, my hips, my knee, and my ankle, so I'm all in a nice straight line. I'm then going to bend in the legs. Ooh, going on here. I'm going to bend in the legs, keeping the knees together, and my hips are stacked here as well, so I'm not leaning backwards. My knees are stacked, my hips are stacked. Good. Now, keeping the edges of the feet together, we're going to inhale, open out. Feel that little squeeze here. Engaging the core, exhaling down. And again, so inhale, open that out. Think of it like a clam, literally. I think that's what it's called. Exhaling down. Nice. Take a deep breath in. So you're really focusing on this position here, but keeping that core engaged so you're not leaning all the way back as we come down. So you'll still feel it in your tummy even though you're moving your leg. Now you're lengthening all the way from your elbow, all the way down the side of the body. Just keep doing this with your breath. If at any point it gets a bit burny or it gets uncomfortable, just stop what you're doing. Good. We're going to do, I think, 4 more. Is the burning equal to how it was on the other leg yet? Good. Nice deep breath in. So isolating small movements, keeping that core engaged, not leaning backwards. Lovely. One more time. Good. Gently lower that down. Give it a little rest. Give it a little slap if it needs it. So the opening the book now. Slightly bigger movement. If that's not comfortable, you can stick with the first one. This hand is just there for support. So as I inhale this time, I'm keeping my core engaged and I'm going to open like a book. So this knee stays in line with this hip, but I don't lean backwards, and then I exhale and I bring it down. Good. So feel it at the top. So I inhale, I come up and squeeze. Good. Exhale and down. Lifting all the way up, tightening that belly. Good. Exhale and down. And again, lifting all the way up. Good. We're going to do this 2 more times. Squeezing all the way. Letting it down. Lovely. One more time. And allow that to come down. Good. Give that a little rest. Give it a little slap. Nice. We're going to roll over onto our tummy again. Chin on our hands. So, press down, draw those shoulders back so they're pulling away from the ears. I don't want them hunched up. Press down into the tops of the feet. Press down into the thighs, tilt the pelvis down into the mat, squeeze the bottom, engage the core. Now this time I'm going to lift up my right leg from the hip and I'm going to point away with my toes. So I keep the leg as straight as possible, so I'm lifting from the hip, that's it. Engage your core, engage your glutes. Press down into the opposite foot, and then on your next exhale, gently lower that down. Keep everything engaged. Lift up the opposite leg from the hip. That's it. Good. Point away with those toes, lengthening all the way down, tightening in the belly, tightening in the bum. Long, slow breath. Exhale and down. And again, opposite leg, lifting all the way up. Make sure you're not tensing in the neck and shoulders. Stay relaxed around the chin and the arms. Exhaling down. One more time, lifting all the way up. Good. Engaging nice and strong. Pushing those hips forwards. Exhaling down. Just take a little moment here, letting everything relax, let everything flop. Nice deep breaths in. And exhale. Good, okay, now this time if you're comfortable, we're going to lift both legs at the same time. So start off engaging the lower part of your body, press down into the tops of both feet, press down into your thighs, tilt that pelvic bone down towards the mat, squeeze your bottom, and remember you're lifting from the hips. So inhale, tighten that belly, point away with both of your toes, keeping your legs nice and close together so you're drawing them together as you pull them away. We take one more breath here, and then we exhale and we gently lower. Good. Take a breath, holding them here, and exhale. Good. We're going to do that again. Inhale, come up, point away, engaging, pushing that belly down, pushing that pelvic bone down. We hold one more breath here, and then we exhale and we gently lower. Lovely. Let everything flop. Nice. Let's bring our hands back in line with the chest. We're going to tuck our toes, and from here we're going to gently push back up into a child's pose, rolling all the way up through the shoulders, letting the bottom come back, having a little stretch here, just easing off in our lower back, easing off in our bum, lengthening through each side of the body. We take a nice deep breath in, and then we exhale. Lovely. Let's press into those hands. You're going to bring your weight forwards, and from here we're going to come up into a little downward dog. So make sure your wrists are in front of your shoulders. Roll through those shoulders, toes are tucked, and then we start to gently lift, gripping with those fingertips. We lift the knees, we take the tailbone high, we allow our head to drop down between our elbows. Good. And then just gently bend your right leg, let your left heel pop down to the floor, and then swap. So you're just walking through, keeping the toes down, just gently bending one leg at a time, feeling that stretch down the back of the hamstring, and really pushing that tailbone up. So just gently drop your head down, fully relax, that's it, opening out in the shoulders. If at any point it's too much on the wrists, you can drop them back down. Nice deep breath in, and exhale. Good, you're going to come down onto your knees, gently push back into a little child's pose, take a little stretch. Good, long, slow breath. Wonderful. Okay, bring your weight forwards. We're going to gently push ourselves up to a standing position. So from here, you're just going to curl up into a little ball and then roll through the shoulders using those lovely big muscles in our legs to come all the way up.
It's not me for once.
It's not me, is it?
No, I think it's me.
Oh, okay. It's all right. Okay, so you're going to face me now on the mat, stand in the middle of your mat. Lovely. Oh, it's nice and warm in here now. Take a deep breath in, stretch all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands back down again. And again, take a deep breath in. This time, bring the palms together. Bring them down in front of the heart space. And again, deep breath in, stretch up and look up. Exhale and down. Good, hold it here. Now just check in with your spine, check in with your feet. I want you to press down into each individual little toe. I want that tailbone going straight down into the floor. So even stood like this, I can feel my thighs working. I can feel the whole of my body holding me nice and strong. Lovely. Inhale, push up. Look up. Exhale and down. This time, keep your gaze to me, but take your arms up. All the way up, and then lean over to the left. Stretching all the way over, feel it down the side of the body. Inhale up to the centre, keep the weight even in the feet. Exhale over to the other side. Lovely. Inhale up to the centre. Exhale down in front of the heart space. Lovely. Inhale, push up. We're going to circle the arms backwards, and as we bring them behind us, we're going to gently place our hands just on our lower back. And really press your back into your hands into your back, and then roll those shoulder blades back and down. Take a deep breath in and squeeze those elbows together, opening out in the chest. Now you can look up towards the ceiling if you want, making sure your hands are supporting your back, taking a nice deep breath in, and exhale. Good, and again, inhale, come up. Exhale and relax your hands down. Lovely. Now we're going to go wide on the mat today. So we're going to start off first of all with both of our toes facing outwards and our heels in. Make sure your heels are in line. And all we're going to do is very gently, we're just going to move from side to side. So I'm going to bend my left knee. And then as I exhale, I bend my right knee. So it's really slow. Now, don't stop at the end of the movement. As soon as you get to the end of your breath, you come into the other way. So it's like a wave-like movement. And we don't turn towards our knee. You're going to keep your hips, keep your shoulders facing me. So my core is engaged, my spine is nice and tall. Have a little look down. We want to make sure that as we're bending our knees, they're going towards our feet, so that our feet and our thighs are both pointing in the same direction. So you're opening in the hip. Lovely. We're going to hold it in the centre here. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bend both of your knees. So just open your knees out to the side. Good. So you're opening them out. It's not about how deep you go. Now, think of your tailbone going straight down to the floor. So I'm squeezing my bottom under. I'm engaging my core, and we're in a lovely goddess pose. So as you go down, your knees are going towards your toes. That's it. Spine stays tall. Take a deep breath in. Stretch up. Cactus arms, just bring them down to shoulder height. Good. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, cactus arms. Lovely. Inhale and straighten. Lift all the way up. Bring the hands down to the front of your thighs. Lovely. Take a deep breath in. Come back down into your goddess. So bend those knees out towards the side. Tailbone straight down to the floor. Now we're going to slide our hands forwards and just placing them just above the knees. But as I do this, I'm drawing up in the belly. I take a deep breath in here, and then as I exhale, hips stay where they are, but I bring my left shoulder over towards my right knee. I then inhale up to the centre, so I'm just twisting from the waist. I take my right shoulder over towards my left knee. Inhale up to the centre, good. So hips stay where they are, the legs aren't moving, and push away with that heel as you go out, as you go down. Inhale to the centre, and press into that thigh, and really pull that shoulder across, get that nice stretch there. And again, inhale, come up. Exhale, lovely little twist. Feel it in the shoulder. Good, one more time. Gently over to the side. Good, hold it here. Take a deep breath in, we're going to come up. So press into those feet, straighten the legs, come all the way up. Nice deep breath in, stretch up. Exhale down into your goddess. And again, deep breath in, stretch up. Down to your goddess. Lovely, one more time. Deep breath in, stretch up. Hands come down to the waist, hold your goddess. Good, take a nice deep breath in here, lift your right arm all the way up, hold the legs, exhale over to the side. Good, inhale, come all the way up, hand to the waist, hold it in the centre. Inhale, left arm comes up, exhale over to the side, legs stay even, good. Inhale all the way up, exhale and down. Take a deep breath in, come up, exhale over to the side. Both arms come up, over to the other side. Good, inhale, come up, exhale, over to the left. Inhale, come up, exhale, over to the right. Good, come up to the centre, hold it here. And exhale. Lift all the way up, and then exhale and down. Okay, how are your legs feeling? You good? If any point is too much, remember you can always have a little stop, just watch everyone else, sit, make yourself a coffee. Mine's white, no sugar.
There's no milk, not sugar.
Okay. Press down into the heels. Now, you can either stay with what we've just done, or I'm going to add something that can make it a little bit harder. You don't have to do it, all optional, remember. So, come down into your goddess. Let's forget the arms for a moment. So, tilt that pelvis underneath. Really think about opening those knees out to the sides, and as we come down, tailbone is going straight down to the floor. You know what's coming next, don't you? So our hips stay in line, our shoulders stay in line, but what we're going to do is we're going to lift a heel. So as I lift my heel, this doesn't move. So I lift the heel, and you feel it more around here, you feel it more in the bum. Take a deep breath in, exhale and down. Good. Other side. Inhale, come up. So engage that core. Keep nice and straight in the shoulders. Exhale and down. And again on this side. Inhale, come up. Good. Really focus on holding the rest of the body nice and strong. Last time. Exhale and down. Good. Straighten. Give your legs a little bit of a wobble. We're not done yet. Not as scary as it sounds, I promise. Okay, so take your legs wide. Lovely. Take a deep breath in, come up. Cactus arms down into your goddess. Good. Hold it here. Take a deep breath in. Lift the left heel. Exhale and down. Lift the right heel. Exhale and down. Straighten. Cactus. Good, hold it here. You're going to lift both heels at the same time. So you really roll onto the balls of your feet while squeezing your bottom underneath. Good. Engage that core to lengthen. Nice deep breath in. Keep the heels up and straighten. Exhale, heels down, arms down. Okay, we're just going to do that one more time. Deep breath in, stretch up. Down into your goddess. Wonderful, hold it here. Lift your right heel and down. I did swap, I've been doing left today. Do your left heel. Exhale and down. Let's do both heels. Hold them up, straighten. Exhale and down. Wonderful. Take a deep breath in, stretch up. Exhale and down. Okay. We're going to turn our toes so they come in and our heels go out a little bit. Okay? So, do you get any pressure on your knee when you lean forwards?
I don't know yet.
Let me know. Are you okay? So, you don't have to go very wide on this. We're going to come into a wide forward fold, but what we want to do is really focus on these outer bits of the legs. So, think of your little toe, and then think of really pressing that little toe edge down into the mat. So, the whole of the foot is down, obviously, but you're really focused on engaging these muscles. So, all we're going to do first of all is come down halfway. I won't go that way, I'll go backside in the camera. So, hands on the legs here. We don't want our knees to buckle into the centre, so really engage these outer parts of the legs. Take a deep breath in, hands on the thighs, draw up in the belly. We're just going to go down halfway. Press into those big toes, just coming all the way down, looking down towards the floor, drawing up in the belly, and just hold it halfway here. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Press into the little toe side of those feet. Inhale and come up. So gently coming up. Good. Now, we don't want to lock our knees out as we're doing this either, so there's always a little bit of a bend in the knee. This time we're going to go all the way down. So we take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, we engage those legs, pressing into our big toes, pressing into the outer side of our foot. When you get halfway, you can let your arms hang down. You can let your head hang down, and make sure that you're not locking out in the knee. You've got a bend. Now, let your arms dangle towards the floor, doesn't matter if they're touching. Let your head dangle down towards the floor. Take a nice deep breath in here and exhale. Good, let's come up, press into those feet, engage the outer legs, lengthen through the spine and come all the way up. Lovely, one more time, this time with some arms. Take a deep breath in, stretch up. Exhale, engage those legs, stretch forwards, press into those toes, draw up in that belly, let everything come down. Have a nice little dangle here, pressing down into those feet, allowing the head to fall down. Exhale here. Now let's press into those feet again, reach the arms forwards, come all the way up, drawing up in that belly, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, arms come down. Good. You're going to come back down onto the mat. You can lie wherever you want. I'll try not to do lefts and rights. How are we going? So we've gone slower today, but you've still worked very hard on technique, particularly around the hips. Feeling all right? So we're going to do a couple of bridge pose variations before we do a really nice relaxation today. So I want your heels in line with your hips and your heels as close to your bottom as you can get them. So kind of walk your feet back towards your bottom and then press your toes down, lift your bum and then really drop those heels back in. Now, relax your neck and shoulders. Now your chin is going to come up towards, your chest is going to come up towards your chin, but your chin is going to go up towards the ceiling. So don't be looking at your knees, you want to be looking straight up so you've got space around the throat area. Now, as we come up, we need to protect our spine. So remember, it's your legs and your bum and your core doing the work here. As you start to lift your bottom up, your weight will naturally slide up onto your shoulders. It almost feels like you're going to push yourself backwards, but you won't because you'll be grounding down into the feet, drawing everything towards the centre and really engaging in the legs, the bum and the thighs. So, from here, just hands at the side of the body to begin with, palms upwards. We don't use our arms to push. You're going to press down into the heels, and as you do that, before we do any lifting, you're going to tilt your pelvis. So you tilt it up towards the ceiling and you feel that lower back flatten.
Now you're going to hold your pelvic tilt. Take a deep breath in, engage the core and start to press into the feet, lifting up the bottom. And as you do that, your weight goes up towards your shoulders and you're pushing your hip bones up towards the ceiling. Your chin is going up towards the ceiling, so you're lengthening through the front of the throat. You can feel that weight pushing all the way up to your shoulders and you're drawing your thighs together. Good. Now, breathe here. Strengthen the legs, your glutes are engaged, your core is engaged. Take a nice long breath in and exhale. If at any point you need to lower, just slowly come down through the spine. Good. Take another deep breath in here. Really feel this in the thighs. Feel your feet grounding down. Exhaling everything out. Good. We're going to hold for one more breath, pressing into those heels. Exhale and hold. Good. Lift your heels, tilt your pelvis, slowly roll down through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Your bottom is the last thing to touch the floor. So as you come down, you just really slowly lower down through that back until your bum comes down. Hug one knee at a time in towards the chest. Relax, take a deep breath in, rock from side to side, whatever feels nice. Okay, now you can either stay with what we've just done, or I'm going to show you an alternative version, completely up to you. If you think, oh, I'll give it a go, and then you don't like it, just go back to the first version. You don't even have to give it a go. So, pressing down into those feet, hands at the side of the body. Give me that pelvic tilt, so your back is flattening down, you're squeezing in your belly, and you start to press into your feet. So as you do that, I'm pushing my hips up towards the ceiling, I'm sliding back onto my shoulders. And as I come all the way up, my chin is going up towards the ceiling. I'm going to take my arms and I'm going to clasp them together underneath my bum, but so my little finger is touching the mat. I'm then going to gently rock on my shoulders from side to side, walking my shoulder blades together. And I'm going to pull away my arms, keeping them in contact with the floor, straightening them under my bum. Get all that? Like I said, not compulsory. Take a nice deep breath in here, and as you straighten the arms, try and keep them down towards the floor, not up towards the bottom. Good. Imagine you're pulling your palms together. Nice deep breath in here, keep pressing into those legs, the pelvis is tilted. Good. We're going to do one more breath, and as you exhale, just gently take those hands away but hold the bridge. Good. One more breath here. You're going to lift your heels and then gently roll down through that spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bottom is the last thing to come down. You're going to hug one knee at a time in towards the chest once you're down. You're going to give it a little rock from side to side. Easing off. Good. Have I done happy baby with you? I know I've done it with you. Okay, I'm going to show you something. I don't know which angle it's best for me to show you. You can just stay lying down. It's quite a nice stretch if you do get tight in your lower back. So, you bring your knees in, but then you take them out to the side. And then you're going to reach your arms through for your calves, your ankles, or your feet. You go past your inner thighs. So what I'm doing is I'm opening out in the hips, and then I'm going to reach through for my ankles, my toes, my feet, whatever is comfortable. Now as you do that, as soon as you grab hold of your ankles, your calves, your back automatically presses down into the mat because you've got that extra bit of pressure. And then what you're going to do is lift up your feet, so your feet are at a right angle. So it still works if your hands are here. So you lift up here, holding onto your ankles. Now my elbows are on the inner side of my knees. And then what I do is I gently circle one leg and then the other. And what you do is you kind of steer yourself. Think of a baby when it's lying on its back. You're steering yourself, and as you steer yourself, you can place the pressure of your body weight on your back to gently massage. So I get a bit of strain across my right hip, so I can hold myself there with my body weight pressing down on it. Or I can just gently rock my legs from side to side and just massage each way. Feel free to have a go. If you think I'm not doing that, then just don't. Good. So you want to reach through. Let me put it next to you so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to reach through like this. So palms, and just wrap the calves. So, yeah?
Yeah.
And then bring the knees in and out, and then gently just rock from side to side. But do one leg at a time, so circle one foot, and then the other. Can you feel the pressure in your lower back?
Yeah.
Okay, it looks weird, but it feels really nice. Anytime you've had enough, you can just bring your feet back down.
Could be like this all the time.
It's nice, isn't it? I mean, like I said, it does look weird, but it's really good if you ever get any tension around this part of your back, which I do. Good. We're going to do one more breath here. And then you're going to exhale and gently just bring those knees together, 1 foot at a time, gently come down onto the floor. And then 1 foot at a time, you're going to lengthen your legs out. If you're more comfortable with your knees bent, obviously you can keep your knees bent. So, the bit we all need today. We're going to start to come into our Shavasana. We're going to make the transition from doing to being. We're going to let go of all doing. We're going to allow our body to fully rest down into the ground beneath us. We're going to allow every part of our body to fully relax. And as we do that, we're also going to make sure that our mind stays relaxed as well. And we're also going to come back to our natural breath, so that our breath is just coming out of our body without us doing anything. Your body is just breathing for you. And as your body naturally breathes for you, just bring your focus, just showing, noticing how your breath feels coming in and out of your nostrils. And just do a little scan over your body, making sure everything is as comfortable as can be. Listening to your body, making any adjustments that you need to, and then settling into the stillness. And I want you to feel yourself grounding. After we've checked that everything is as comfortable as can be, I want you to make sure that you're letting go and completely surrendering to gravity. You're fully supported by the ground beneath you. There is nothing that you need to hold on to in this moment. And if you're finding that thoughts or feelings are starting to pop back into your mind, just gently sweep them to the side. It's not time for them yet. They get their time later. This is time for you. There's nothing you need to think about in this moment. You can set everything aside. Your body is settling in. And your attention is drawing inwards. As you naturally inhale, I want you to just feel present in this moment. And as your body exhales, just let go of anything outside of this moment. Inhale, feeling present in this moment. And as you're exhaling, you're letting go of anything outside of right here and right now.
resting comfortably, feeling stillness in your body, and know that in this absolute comfort, you are free to do nothing. We're going to move your awareness into the body, deep into the bones, and we're going to take an effortless journey throughout with a rotation of consciousness where I just name different parts of your body and you freely just shift your awareness only from part to part. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to concentrate or think or analyse. Just simply keep moving your awareness swiftly and freely. We're going to start on the right side of the body, on your right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm of the right hand, back of the hand, right wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the ribs, right side of the waist, hip, thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Awake and aware, you move your awareness to the left side of your body as you become aware of your left hand. Your left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, left wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the ribs, left side of the waist, hip, thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Awake and aware, move to the crown of the head, forehead, right temple, left temple, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, eyebrow centre, the point between your eyebrows. Sweep your awareness down further to your right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, right nostril, left nostril, upper lip, lower lip, both lips together, chin, throat centre, centre, navel, pelvis, and then move your awareness to the back of the body, your lower back, middle back, upper back, right shoulder, left shoulder, back of the neck, back of the head, crown of the head, the whole of your right leg, the whole of your left leg, both legs together, the whole of your torso, the whole of your right arm, the whole of your left arm, the whole front of the body, the whole back of the body. Just be aware of your whole body together. Feel your whole body together. I want you to just bring your awareness now just to your natural breath in your nostrils. Just noticing how it feels. I'm just going to do a short visualisation which just helps open the doors to your creativity, your intuitive knowing. I'm going to name a series of symbols. Images, thoughts or feelings might arise when I say these items. I want you to just see what your mind manifests. Don't overthink. Effortlessly, just see what is presented to you. You're simply watching with detached awareness. A paperback book. A starry sky. A glistening snowdrift. A white sand beach. An old hat. Trees swaying in the wind. A hot bath. Freshly pressed juice. A fluffy pillow. Sunshine through a window. Bring your awareness just back to your heart space again. Just notice the gentle rise and fall of your body resting and breathing by itself. Hear the sound of your body breathing. Feel the sensation of your body breathing. Keeping your eyes closed, I want you to just take your awareness out a little bit further. Just be aware of the room that we're in. Picture the room in your mind. Picture where you are in the room and your body just lying on the floor. And as you develop awareness of your body in the place that we're in, I want you to feel your awareness just coming back into your body. Feel the pressure of your body lying on the ground. I'm going to start to make some small movements just to bring that awareness back even more. I want you to gently just roll your head from side to side, keeping the back of your head on the mat. Nice and
Open the mouth, big sigh out the mouth. You're done, my lovelies.
Thank you very much.
I did take away a bit of stress that's been happening.
Oh, good.